Well, hey, we're live. Happy Monday. Oh my goodness. I hope it's a wonderful one for everybody tuning in today. I have to say, it has been a weird one for me. I feel like I'm totally living a day in the twilight zone. Um, Late start today because we had an unexpected power outage in my neighborhood. It affected almost 4,000 people. I guess somebody crashed into a pole or something. And yeah, so right around 10:30 this morning, power went out, and they said it wasn't coming back on until 3, and then they got it fixed right around 2. So I decided to come on at 2:30 for you guys, and better late than never, right? Hang on, my dog's coming in to visit. All right, so yeah, it's been a wild day. I had the power outage. I'll start with that first of all. Well, welcome to Lessons and Legacies, by the way. Like I said, you have to bear with me. I'm a little bit woo today. This is episode 7 of season 2. Happy to be here. And yeah, so today we are talking, and it's I think probably a pretty pertinent topic here, from failure to possibility. That is the topic today. But while we're waiting for people to join us and tune in, I will just tell you a little bit about some of the weird stuff that happened to me today. But yeah, so my kids both started, well, we're in Charlotte, North Carolina here, and everything has just started blossoming and blooming, and there's tree pollen flying everywhere. Like the cars are even dusted in yellow right now. So spring has sprung here, and both my kids have pretty bad allergies. One of my kids has had prescription allergy stuff since she was 4. She's going to be 10 this year. So she gets them really, really, really bad. There's nothing that helps her at all. So, the last 2 nights I was kind of up and down with them, with the sniffles and the stuffies and redoing the humidifiers and all this stuff. And my oldest woke up this morning, her little eyes were all red, puffy, and just all dripping. And she's fine. It's all up in here. It's totally all allergies. There's no fever, no sickness, no aches. She feels fine. It's just all up in her head, And so again, can't give her much to help her. And so I decided, okay, how about let's do a nice hot steamy bubble bath, and then I'll make you some hot soup, anything hot liquids, all that kind of helps loosen it up. So I proceeded to pour her a nice hot bubble bath, and as soon as she got in it, and I also put my can of soup on the stove, started heating that up, and literally as soon as she got in, as soon as the soup hit the pot, all the power went out. And I was like, she's screaming, turn the lights back on, turn the lights back on. She's in the bath, it's all dark in there, and I'm sitting there like, what do I do? Of course, I panicked at first. I'm like, did I pay the bill? So I got online. I'm like, oh my God, okay, it's a big outage. Now what am I going to do? We got the kid in the bath. I can't cook anything because the power's off and there's no lights. The internet went down. I had work to do today. We had school to do today. I was going to give them a light day anyways because they weren't feeling good. But still, it's kind of crazy how much we rely on the internet. When that goes down, I don't know what's worse, having no power or having no internet. I know they go hand in hand, but if you had to keep one or the other, what would it be? I don't know. I think as long as I had the internet, I'd be fine with all the electricity being off. Otherwise, just as long as I can charge my stuff, I can find a way to live on cold stuff and ice. I got lots of coolers. We do actually have a generator too, but I wasn't about to go. I'm not big enough to roll it out. So anyways, yeah, that was a kind of a weird whole first half of my day, and kind of running on fumes because I was up and down with kids last night. And yeah, so that's that. I hope your guys' day hasn't been too funky. Then that's the other thing I tried to do, since I couldn't cook and I wanted something hot for the kids. I started calling up the local restaurants in the shopping center that's right up at the corner of my subdivision, and called and was like, hey, what soups do you have today? And they're like, well, we're out of power. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's when I knew it was real, because lots of people were out, even the whole shopping center. Yeah, so I ended up having to drive. I called 3 or 4 different places, drove 10, 15 minutes to go get soup. And as soon as we got back, the power was on. So it was like, all right, well, we were supposed to go on that adventure for some reason. So anyways, today is all about from failure to possibility. I was kind of feeling like the day was at a fail point when it came to later this afternoon, not too long ago. Like, all right, well, there goes school, there goes this. I figured this broadcast wasn't going to happen, but I'm glad that it did, because I did have some cool stuff to share with you. And yeah, so hey, Billy, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. This is Winging It. Oh, look at that. Your name has pink on it. I didn't realize I had the pink bar on. It's all cute and feminine for you. I hope you're doing good today. We've been praying for you, myself and the kids. Yeah, so we're here doing failure to possibility. My day kind of, like I said, it kind of took a point in the middle of the day here where I'm like, well, there's really nothing I can do. Everything's out of my control. But like, is it a fail of a day because nothing got accomplished? I don't know. I guess it's all about perspective. I was fortunate enough to be invited on a clubhouse with my friend William Brown last Thursday night. And he did, the topic was, what is your relationship with failure? And it was the first time I ever got to speak on Clubhouse. And so that was kind of cool. I was cooking dinner and got to talk about it. And there's a lot of really cool comments and feedback and whatnot in there. And it kind of got me thinking, you know, I had it fresh in my mind. Had it fresh in my mind throughout the evening. And after dinner that night, I decided to read a book to my kids like I normally do. And it was so crazy. I didn't intentionally pick the book, but after I read it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is completely pertinent to this Clubhouse conversation. And it's a children's book, but I think it's a good one for adults. I'm going to read it to you guys. And I'm kind of dedicating this episode to William Brown today because of this. I've read this book about 5-6 times since Thursday just for myself again. So I wanted him to hear it. I wanted to share it with you guys because it's a really cool, interesting take on failure. And I think it's a really nice, lighthearted way to remind us, even as grown-ups. And then I had a couple other things to go through here as well. I'm not going to keep you guys for a full hour today because, again, I started late and I am just kind of in this weird zone right now. It's going to be a miracle if I can stay on track through all this. So the name of the book, I love it. I love it to death. And the cover is off of it for whatever reason. My kids like to destroy stuff. This is what the undercover looks like. And the name of the book is Rosie Revere Engineer. And again, I really, really love the take on failure for this. And I hope you guys like it too. I'll try to do my best to read in my actual mommy reading voice just for you. Yes, that's right, Billy. Never failure. That's what I said. I said that in the Clubhouse conversation. Is like, I don't really believe in failing. I don't believe in failure. I know things don't always work out, you know, the way that we understand or want them to, but that doesn't mean things won't work out. I think the only way you fail is if you quit, if you just stop and you give up, you know, and when you just quit moving and not even leaning into a situation, when you just stop, that's a fail because you're giving up, you know. But otherwise, if something doesn't work out and it's just, there's possibilities to try something new, right? Remember, failure stops. Exactly. All right, let me wet my whistle here. I told you it's been a day. Truly, the drink of champs. I'm going light today. All right, I'll show you guys pictures the best that I can as we go. I know you don't really care about the pictures too much. This isn't a children's storybook hour. I want you to get the message. So, all right, this is the story. Stop it. This is the story of Rosie Revere, who dreamed of becoming a great engineer. In Lila Greer's classroom at Blue River Creek, young Rosie sat shyly, not daring to speak. This is Rosie right here. She looks like my oldest. She's almost 10 years old, and she's very, very shy. So they're in the classroom there. But when no one saw her, she peeked in the trash for treasures to add to her engineer stash. And late at night, Rosie rolled up her sleeves and built in her hideaway under the eaves. Alone in her attic, the moon high above, dear Rosie made gadgets and gizmos she loved. And when she grew sleepy, she hid her machines far under the bed where they would never be seen. She got a lot of gadgets and gizmos up under there, huh? When Rosie was young, she had not been so shy. She worked with her hair swooping over one eye and made fine inventions for uncles and aunts, a hot dog dispenser and helium pants. I want a pair of those helium pants so I can just go floating away. Ugh. The uncle she loved most was zookeeper Fred. She made him a hat to keep snakes off his head, from parts of a fan and some cheddar cheese spray, which everyone knows keeps the pythons away. And when it was finished, young Rosie was proud, but Fred slapped his knee and he chuckled out loud. He laughed till he wheezed and his eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere, who stood there embarrassed, perplexed, and dismayed. She looked at the cheese hat and then looked away. I love it, Fred hooted. Oh, truly I do. But Rosie Revere knew that could not be true. She stuck the cheese hat on the back of her shelf and after that day kept her dreams to herself. Oops. And that's how it went until one autumn day, her oldest relation showed up for a stay. Her great-great-aunt Rose was a true dynamo who'd worked building airplanes a long time ago. She told Rosie tales of the things she had done and goals she had checked off her list one by one. She gave a sad smile as she looked to the sky. The only thrill left on my list is to fly. But time never lingers as long as it seems. I'll chalk that one up to an old lady's dreams. Crazy Aunt Rosie there. I like Crazy Aunt Rosie. That night, as Rosie lay wide-eyed in bed, a daring idea crept into her head. Could she build a gizmo to help her aunt fly? She looked at the cheese hat and said, no, not I. But questions are tricky and some hold on tight, and this one kept Rosie awake through the night. So when dawn approached and red streaks lit the sky, young Rosie knew just how to make her aunt fly. She worked and she worked till the day was half gone, then hauled her cheese copter out onto the lawn to give her invention a test just to see the ridiculous flop it might turn out to be. Got to give her props for persistence. She's not giving up. Strapped into the cockpit, she flipped on the switch. The helio cheese copter sputtered and twitched. It floated a moment and whirled round and round, then froze for a heartbeat, then crashed to the ground. Then Rosie heard laughter and turned round to see the old woman laughing and slapping her knee. She laughed till she wheezed and her eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere, who thought, oh no, never, not ever again will I try to build something to sputter or spin or build with a lever or switch or gear, and never will I be a great engineer. Poor Rosie. She turned around to leave, but then great Aunt Rose grabbed a hold of young Rosie and pulled her in close and hugged her and kissed her and started to cry. You did it! Hooray! It's the perfect first try. This great flop is over. It's time for the next. Young Rosie was baffled, embarrassed, perplexed. I failed, said dear Rosie. It's just made of trash. Didn't you see it? The cheese copter crashed. Well, yes, said Great Aunt. It crashed, this is true. But first, it did just what it needed to do. Before it crashed, Rosie, before that, it flew. Your brilliant first flop was a raging success. Come on, let's get busy and on to the next. She handed a notebook to Rosie Revere, who smiled at her aunt as it all became clear. Life might have its failures, but this was not it. The only true failure can come if you quit. I cry even on kids' books, for real. I get emotional. I make myself laugh over it too. That's the message I needed. I always need this. They worked till the sun sneaked away to its bed. Aunt Rose tied her headscarf around Rosie's head and sent her to sleep with a smile ear to ear to dream the bold dreams of a great engineer. At Blue River Creek, all the kids in grade 2 build gizmos and gadgets and doohickeys too. With each perfect failure, they all stand and cheer, but none quite as proudly as Rosie Revere. The end. Oh my God. See how emotional I get? I'm like choking back tears. It's such a powerful story. Now, do you see what I mean? This is for adults and kids too. So yeah, moral of the story there is sometimes your first flops, your first failures, they're the greatest because you've seen, okay, it's done part of what it's supposed to do. Now I got to figure out what next. What next? What can I do outside of the box? What can I add? What can I change? What can I take away? Those failures actually become your successes, you know? And the only way to fail is to quit and to give up. So yeah, I hope you guys like that. That is Rosie Revere, engineer. And I really wanted William Brown to hear that one himself as well, because like I said, he was the one that was bringing up the failure topics, and he's had that on his show. And then we did the Clubhouse, and I was just really, I mean, I guess failure is a word and it's a topic that we all really can relate on. And it was just interesting to be part of that group and hear so many different perspectives on it. And how much it weighs us down. I hate the feeling of failure. I don't believe in failure, but yeah, that there's a feeling of like, I've not succeeded or I'm not doing enough. That's like that. Ugh. But I feel like there's underlying emotions that come with that. You know, it's not, as long as you keep going, I don't ever consider myself failing, but it doesn't feel good all the time. You know, it doesn't feel good all the time. So it's just important to be reminded and do that perspective shift in yourself, you know? So yeah, never quit, never give up. So Billy, I hope you're liking story time with Melissa Price today. He said, exactly. You're liking the book. Yes. See, I like it. Never too old for a good story, right? Billy says, words I never use are failure and can't. Yeah. I don't like the can't word either, unless it's like a real deal thing. I mean, if you physically can't, or you know what I mean? I guess there's certain times you can use that, but I don't like to use it just cause either. Everything starts with your words come with a thought, and thoughts manifest. Nothing is created in this world without a thought. Nothing is accomplished without a thought. You have to have the thought first, and then your brain sends out all its beep, 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 and makes your body go forward and do it. So if you want to change what is in your world and change what's going on, it all starts here. So instead of saying, I can't, you have to kind of, it's the positive speak. It's the whole positive speak mindset. So from that, I went into this whole, like I said, this kind of, after I read that Thursday night, I was like, I gotta share this with Bill. And it kind of reminded me, going back to the words. And I went ahead and printed up, he's got a brand new journal out that he just did for the one word disconnect to connect one word conversations show that he does Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. You can find that on Facebook or YouTube. Disconnect to Connect, One Word Conversations with William Brown. Myself and Precious Pauling are on with him every Sunday at 11 for wrapping up the week. But he recently has come up with a series of journals, one of which is the One Word Journal, which I wanted to talk about because I love it. I love the show. He also has a Happy Today journal, which I watch his Happy Today at 7:30 on Facebook every morning, Monday through Friday. So he's got those two, the Happy Today, the One Word Journal. He's got so many. He's got a digital detox journal. If you are like, everybody's trying to do stuff online right now, work at home, socialize, social media, all of it. And sometimes your brain just starts pinging and reverberating in all the wrong ways. And you need to take a step back. He's got a workbook that will walk you through that. Also, he's got the You Are a Complete journal that has cards. This is like the journal master. But I wanted to showcase this one because I've been on the show, I don't even know how many times. Too many. There's no such thing as too many, really. But yes, this is a digital version he's got available right now on his store, which I will put it up right now. Let me find it in case you're interested. But I'm going to tell you how you can get this for free here in a minute. So just if you want to check it out, you can go to IamWilliamBrown.com. You can get in touch with him there, and he's got all kinds of goodies on his store. But the One Word Journal. So I love this. This is a 30-day journal to a life worth more than definitions. And his show is all about, he will have a guest on, and you guys, whoever is on, you will discuss one word for an hour. And it's so much fun to see how one word can mean so many different things, because words do come with more than definitions. They come with stories. They come with experiences. They come with, feelings. They have, it's more than just what it means. And they come with multiple definitions too. So, it's just, all the shows that I've watched and been part of have really caused me to be more careful about how I speak, the words that I'm choosing, and also to be a better listener and really hear and understand what people are saying to me. And this journal kind of walks you through to do just that. And the first couple pages, it asks you to record, what are your biggest dreams? What are your biggest struggles and biggest fears? He's got this awesome little chart here, this little bubble chart. There's different categories in there with 10 little dots in between. And you are supposed to rate yourself in certain areas of your life to see kind of where you stand and where you want to improve on. There's feeling recordings and whatnot in here, things that you want to do better at, goal defining, stuff like that. And then it gives you, when you get into the actual journal part, a nice little, this is how it works. And then your page. This little blue tab here, as you go through the book, is a different word. So you get a different word every time, and you get to go through the checklist of how it lands with you. Let me take that off so you guys can see a little bit better. So I went ahead and did day 1 today, and I didn't do it in the book because I like to keep everything blank and nice and pretty. All of my journals are empty, and I just have my own workbooks because I do like to show people stuff off. So I like it to be all nice and clean, so everybody else gets an idea of what it looks like fresh, and it just helps people. I like to promote. What can I say? I'm a natural born cheerleader for folks. So, I went and I flipped to day 1 as this whole failure thing was dancing around my head all weekend long. And the first word in this book is possible. And I was like, Well, that's nice. I like that. Let's just go for it. So I went for it. I was just going to flip through and maybe find something close to failure, but I'm like, nah, I like this. We're going to move from failure to possibility. So I'm going to actually read you what I personally wrote in this today. He walks you through, you have different categories up here, which I'll explain as I read what I wrote to you. And then the back of each page, you have a full spot to do a journal prompt. I didn't write a whole page because, like I said, it's just been one of those days. I'd rather be here talking to you. So I'm going to read that to you, and then I want to share a couple other things we've got going on, and I'm working on with William Brown. I have some giveaways. I have announcements, and I have one more little ditty out of my book that I'd like to read, and that's written by my mom, and I think it ties everything together just nicely. So I think maybe 10 minutes or so, maybe 10, 15 minutes, I'll be out of here, and you guys can enjoy the rest of your beautiful Monday. So yeah. All right. So day one, see, I wrote everything down in my notebook. Day one. So up at the top, it gives you a spot where you write the date and everything. And then it's got all these little blue things here is a way for you to track your daily habits. So the first one, you're supposed to just check off or X off if you did each thing that day. These are all supposed to be positive things to kind of help you be your best self, be aware. So the first one was set intentions. Did you set intentions today? Yes, because I did this. I did the book. So some of these are covered because I did this activity. Journaling. Yes, check. Meditation. Check. Because I was on William Brown's 7:30 a.m. or 7 a.m. Happy Today show on Facebook, and that he does self-awareness and meditation with. And so Monday through Friday, I get my half hour in with him. Did I have nourishing foods? I did. Check. The next one is mindful eating. I did not mindfully eat today. I have had nourishing food, but I have not been mindfully eating. So I gave myself a cross exit off on that one. And I know that when I don't do that, that really does have an effect on my focus, on my energy, on my mood. So, as you're doing this, you get to track your habits and see like, ooh, I had a bad day that day. Oh, I see. I didn't get outside. I didn't eat right. And I didn't move. Well, maybe that's why. And all the days that you did do it, ooh, look how successful and manifesting you were. So it kind of just helps you be more in tune with yourself on those areas. And then let's see, the other one was, okay, then it says, did you go outside? I did. Did you move your body? I did. And have you expressed gratitude? I have. I prayed in the grocery store parking lot this morning. And have you reflected on the day? I have several times today already, even though it is only 3:00. All right. So in this first column here, it is morning intentions. And the second is the evening reflections. So in morning intentions, you are asked, what are your morning thoughts, feelings, and intuitions? Second, how do you want to feel today? And third, what do you want to accomplish today? So for those, I put my morning thoughts and feelings and intuitions. I have too much to do today, period. That was what I woke up with. I have too much to do today. That was my feeling, my intuition, and my thought. The second part, how do you want to feel today? I wrote, I am going to slay this day. And then what do you want to accomplish today? I said I wanted to accomplish homeschooling. I had a bioediting project that I wanted to complete for one client. And I had some orders that I wanted to mail out. Now in the evening reflections, which I have just kind of done already. I did it just for the sake of the show already, although I would normally wait till like dinner time or maybe after to do the evening part. In the evening reflections, it says, what are your evening thoughts, feelings, and intuitions? Mine still say, I still have too much to do today. And then it says, how did you feel today? Not how do you feel? How do you feel in the morning? How did you feel today? And I wrote slightly panicked. Money, schooling, getting the hot soup in the bath for the kids, all of this, And then, what did you accomplish today? And I said, I took care of my sick babies, I cleaned, and I showed up for this podcast, even though I had like just all kinds of technical through the day to get me here. So, and then, so the remember part, I believe, is supposed to go with your habit tracking up here. So maybe you catch an idea that you are often not mindfully eating. You write it down in that little remember section there. Like, remember to eat mindfully today. Remember to go outside. Remember to journal. Remember to this, just you make a little mental note of what you need to remember for that day to get you on track. And then the last spot here on the side is affirmations, and then 3 things that you are grateful for. So my gratitude side, I put number 1, I am grateful for my power, both my personal power and my electricity power. I am grateful for my health, especially, like I said, I'm healthy right now and my little ones are struggling. So I'm grateful that I am in a healthy space to take care of them. And I'm also grateful for God's provision because I know He always does, even if it's not in my timing. And my affirmation that I came up for today was everything is possible. And I believe that. The universe is always working for your good. Everything is possible. And then for the journal prompt page, I just wrote a couple lines because I didn't want to make it too crazy for you guys. But I said, on a day where failure has reared its ugly head, I choose to believe everything is possible. I am exactly right where I should be in this moment. I need to surrender fear and control and remember all things are possible through Christ who strengthens me. Remember, failure provides a way to new possibilities. When you fail, or when things don't work out the right way, you get to try something new that you wouldn't have thought of before. And through that something new, a lot of times what opens is another door, So failure can actually open doors for you. But you got to have that mindset, because if you get all huffy and puffy about the failure situation, then you're down. You want to quit. You want to give up. You carry shame. You carry fear and worry and doubt and all these things. So, you got to have that good mindset there. Got to have that good mindset and keep moving and realize that there is a blessing in what? There is a blessing in every lesson, right? So, before I go on, and you know what? I'm going to show off these cards too while I'm at it. This is a William Brown Love Day. Woo! I just support everything William Brown does because he has helped me a lot on my self-awareness journey. And again, I don't know if I missed any of these things throughout the day. I definitely feel it. I feel it when I don't get my one word conversation in. I feel it when I don't get my happy today. And part of the happy today is he pulls his U cards, which I love. They do come with, you can get them on their own, or you can get them with the journal, which is a similar layout to the One Word Conversations journal, but they go with these cards. They are I am cards, you are cards, and quote cards. I love them. He usually picks 3 every morning. So I'm going to go ahead and pick 3 too. I'm going to do one of each. All right. I am shuffling. Let's see what the cards have for us today before I go into my announcements with you. And then I'm going to read you one final little ditty from my book and let you on your way. All right, we're going to do one of each color here. All right, I like this quote card. He's hiding. Quote, okay. I am. I think that's the I am one. You are. All right, let's see what our messages are from the cards today. That'll guide me through the rest of it. I should have done that in the beginning. All right, so, I am worthy. Put these right up so I can look at them. You are curious. Are you? I am curious about the next one. The quote cards are always my favorite. And William, catching that replay, I hope. Check it out. Be you and the world will adjust. First day I ever met William Brown in person. I was part of an author's showcase. He handed out 3 of these cards to 3 random people in the audience. I happened to be one of them. Again, this was the very first day we had ever met in person, and this was my card. This card follows me everywhere, and you guys saw that. I did not cheat. I shuffled, and I picked that out. This card has followed me around for a year now. See, it's meant to be. It's meant to be. The cards never lie, right? So yeah, you'd pick out your cards and you'd go into your journal, and it's the same thing. It kind of leads you through this whole reflection of, starting your day. It says start of the day. What are the cards? How do they land with you? Set your intentions for the day. And then you kind of check in halfway through the day, just for like a 5-minute check-in, write down how you're feeling. And then you spend like 10 minutes or so, I think, at the end of the day. Oh no, it's a 3-minute check-in in the middle of the day and a 6-minute check-in at the end of the day. So it's like a 10-minute situation broken up into 3 parts to rock this out every day. So, and I love the cards. And so you can just tell yourself all day, I am worthy. Be you and the world will adjust. I am worthy. Be myself and the world will adjust. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And you can get, like I said, you can get most of these items right now at iamwilliambrown.com/store. Just add the /store after that if you want to check it out. But there's a link to it on his website anyways. So yeah. Something else William Brown and I are working on together right now is the Man and Woman of the Year campaign, which is sponsoring. It's a fundraiser that's going on to sponsor the LLS, which is the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Let me put this up here too. And part of what we're doing is, well, we are on a team. We're allowed to have about 10 people on our team. And right now there are 3 of us, including myself and William Brown. And it is our goal between now and like the next 140 days or so to raise $25,000 as a team to help fight blood cancer, help with the research, help support these families, and I do love supporting. I love sowing seeds. I love fundraising. I love spreading the word. I love connecting people. I love making a difference. So I love helping my friends. So that was definitely something all up in my area, and I wanted to be part of it. So this is something I'm reaching out and asking for people to help with. I have decided that every time I do a post about this and I announce that we're doing this, anybody who wants to donate at the link that is right on the screen there, it is pages.lls.org/MY or MWOY/SC/upstate21/M That is the official LLS fundraising page for my team. Anybody who wants to donate any amount at all to this page off of this feed. I don't care if you catch the replay today, tomorrow. If you're seeing this and you want to donate or join the team, by joining the team, you are not held to raising a certain amount. Like if you don't raise $500, you have to pay for it. There's no catch, no stipulation. All you have to do is share the link on your platform, let people know about it, try to raise money. That's it. Just try to raise money. However much you can is what you can. Just share the information. So that's what's required of joining the team. That link will allow you to register as well. Like I said, there's only 3 of us. We have 7 spaces open. So that would be a huge help. That's one wonderful way you can help us out on this mission. Another way would be to donate. You can donate any amount. It could be $1, $5, $10, $100, $500, $1,000, whatever you find it in your heart. If you search your heart, whatever you are feeling like you're called to being generous over, every amount matters. Every dollar counts. If you want to donate, I need you guys to, if you've donated or registered during this broadcast or during the replay, I need you to contact me, either message me or tag me in the live or the comment thread after the show and say, I donated, or hashtag seed sown. And what I would like to offer everybody who donates, every single person, any amount, I will give you myself. You will get a free full color digital download of my latest book, which is Lessons We've Learned, Legacies of Life. It's an amazing, awesome compilation of art, poetry, stories, testimonies, quotes, and it's made up of men, women, and children all over the world from ages 4 to 94. It was an amazing book, amazing process, and it's the reason that this podcast came to be. So it's a wonderful gift for you, for yourself, for anybody you love. It's definitely not a book you have to read cover to cover. You can just pick it up and read 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or read it cover to cover. The 5 chapters in there are love, faith, laughter, resilience, and success. And the point of the book is to show that there is a blessing in every lesson, and that through our experiences in life, we are all connected. And it's so important for us to share our lessons, because that's what we leave behind for the world to grow from. Our lessons become our legacies. So you'll get a free digital download of my book, as well as William Brown is also putting up a free digital download of either the one-word journal, which we just went through today, which I have to read the back of that after here. Either the one-word journal, the You journal, the Happy Today journal, or the digital detox journal. Any one of those. If you're in the comments, like I said, and you donate or you register, just let me know and I will reach out to you, get your email address, and send you both of those. You can choose out of which ones of bills that you want. And then you got either something for you or something that you can pass on that to someone you think might need that. Could make a nice little happy spot in somebody else's day. So, and then aside from that, everybody who donates is going to go into my little raffle jar here. The last Friday of every month from now until the end of the fundraiser, so summer, I'm going to be doing a grand prize giveaway that is going to be a prize that is valued at least $100 or more. This month's prize pack giveaway, grand prize giveaway is going to be the Lessons and Legacies gift set, which includes, where did it go? It includes a signed full color copy of my book, which I just showed you, 6 all-natural handmade candles with doTERRA essential oils, soy wax. Each one has a special charm and dried flowers in it. They smell amazing. They have their little recipe cards with them. Each set is going to come with, the gift pack is going to have 2 sets of Lessons and Legacies bracelets. Each one is 3-piece set. One of them says Lessons Become Legacies, and the other one says Blessings Inside Lessons. And then finally, you get some of my custom Arbor Art Life Lessons greeting cards. You guys know I love trees. Yep, these are specially designed for Lessons and Legacies. I hand make these myself. So yes, that is this month's, that's the March grand prize giveaway, and that is worth $125 for that one. I know that upcoming prizes are going to be coaching sessions from multiple different peoples, tarot card readings, yoga classes. There's going to be kits and all kinds of stuff. So I've got people sending products that are wanting to donate that way as well. That's one other way too. If you would like to donate a product, maybe you have a gift set that you'd like me to raffle off at the end of the month. I will promote your business and your product all through the month. And so it'd be good promotions for you. And you will also get put in a raffle for, something that you're not donating. So those are 3 ways you can help. Again, you will get the free journal and the free book. Donate any amount. Just click that link. I will put the live direct links to William Brown's store, my store, and the LLS donation page after this right in the comments. So all you have to do is click on those and go. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. I'm going to leave you with one other thing here. Just before I go, since we were going from, hey, you got to catch the replay, man. You got to catch the replay. I'm glad you're here. I did a nice little walkthrough on that journal. You gotta check it out. It's so pretty. All right, so before I go, I'm just going to read one little thing up out of my mom's book. And you have to, you know what, William, you have to rewatch it because I read a book in the beginning that you have to hear. This book, like I said, I read this to my kids after the clubhouse on Thursday over failure. And it was just inspired me all the way through today. Plus, I drew cards. I drew some of your U cards, and you could tell I did not cheat. You have to check it out. You're just going to have to rewatch the replay. All right, guys. So before I go, I'm going to just read you my favorite writing out of my book by my mother. It's called Butterfly. Again, this is the topic from failure to possibilities. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Lessons and Legacies is on Facebook, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and every like and share certainly makes a difference in my world. And it lets me know that you care. Lets me know that what I'm doing here matters, makes a difference, and brings you some entertainment and enjoyment. That's the plan, he says. Hashtag replay. I'm glad you'll like it. I'm going to be under an hour today, too. It's been forever. I've been hitting these 90-minute intervals like, whoa. All right, guys, here's your final nugget of wisdom before I roll out. Butterfly by Renee Bodell. There is so much forgiveness in desperation. Surreal and unexpected, it is a lifeline when you feel like you're drowning. With your last bit of strength, you grasp onto the miraculous rope tossed from above, hoping it will be your rescue from impending doom. Weak and gasping for air, you clench tightly and refuse to let go as you are lifted, pulled, hugged, and nudged, and hope is finally in sight. The regrets of yesterday suddenly dissipate as you become present with the realization that you are meant for tomorrow. As a river ripples, so do acts of kindness, selflessness, and courage. Don't forget to donate, y'all. This is our time to press that reset button and embrace the spirits we were born to be. Cast out that lifeline and don't let go, as fear will turn into gratitude, doubt into faith, and solitude into freedom. Much like a butterfly, it is humanity's time to transform. We only cocoon for self-preservation as we grow and develop. And at just that right moment, we are released, fully equipped with the perfect instincts and new wings. Now is the time to fly fearlessly, fly free. So remember, the only way you fail is if you give up. Failure opens the door to new possibilities. Failure provides possibility, actually. And yeah, like I said, if you got to think back, if you didn't fail at some of the things you did, would you be where you are right now? If I didn't fail at the last job I did, I wouldn't have wrote this book. I'll tell you that. I'd still be a bartender and a barista at the local coffee shop and art gallery. But now I'm making candles. I am writing. I'm collaborating. I'm podcasting. I'm not rich by any means, but I wasn't rich doing what I was doing back then either. And it wasn't the greatest thing for my health. So this is bringing me closer to who I am, closer into who I want to be, and just into a joyful place in my life. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my failures. And I am super grateful for my possibilities. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. If you guys would like to get in touch with me, maybe you're interested in being a guest on my show, I would love to have you. You can email me at lessonsandlegacies@gmail.com, or I will pop my calendar link in the comments below. All you have to do is click on it, and anywhere that's open, just put your name in there, what you want to talk about, and you're set. I would love to meet you. I'm always looking to connect with people. I love, love, love communicating and connecting. And just, I love hearing other people's lessons and legacies. And then if you would like to check out my store and see some of the products that I offer aside from the cards and candles and book, I've got essential oils, I've got some services, I've got some kits and tutorials on there. You can check out lessonsandlegacies.company.site. And be sure to spread the word and pass it on. So yeah, other than that, like I said, anybody who wants to donate to the LLS page, I will pop the live link in there. All you have to do is comment in this thread, #donated, #seedstone, or just direct message me either off of Lessons and Legacies Facebook page or my page, Melissa Price. That way I can get your email and we can get that out to you immediately, and we can find out which of the amazing journals from William Brown you prefer. Any amount gets you in, and any amount also gets you in the grand prize giveaway for the end of March. And like I said, the prizes are there. Those are perks, but the real prize is you reaching in your heart and deciding to sow a seed to a family out there that is going through hell, giving somebody hope. $1 can give so much hope. And so just to have people know that they're supported. Every amount counts. So I'm putting as much out there as I can to do incentives for you guys. The real difference is when you make a difference in someone else's world by dropping $1 or joining the team, or donate one of your services or products too. Any way that you can give, there's always a way to give. So just reach out to me and we'll make it happen. All right. So other than that, I hope the rest of your guys' Monday is a magical one. I'm hoping mine is too, because the beginning part of it was a little bit off, but we're halfway through it. Ugh, what a day. There is a blessing in every lesson, you guys. Don't forget that. We'll see you guys on... Why do I feel like I have something to do tomorrow online? I guess not. I'll see you at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning with Apostle Gideon Desmond, all the way from Nigeria, where we talk about our part 2 of the Provision series. So be blessed. I love you with all my heart. And thank you guys for tuning in always and for making me feel seen too. We'll see you on Wednesday.